back to another one of Don's Get Your Health Back series. This one is a little different. I've got Brad Leech here, who is a researcher in autoimmune disease, but we were just talking about emotions or thought patterns. And I asked Brad a question about people who just never get better, and you brought up the fact.
I gave the example that in my clinical practice, sometimes people may present and they have this folder of every test that they've ever had, every supplement, every diet they've been on, and they're so, I say this in the nicest way for my clients and for anyone who's suffering with an illness, they're so obsessed with their disease state that their disease state is their whole existence. If they weren't sick, they wouldn't know what to do with themselves. And you almost need to have that I want to get better attitude.
So you would agree that people lock themselves into their condition because that's their, well, I know some conditions, which I won't mention the name, that when people get diagnosed with it, it's almost like they've won the lottery.
Yeah, I mean, don't let your disease or your imbalance control you. You control that. Take control of your health. Take the initiative. You know what? Today is the day I'm going to get better, and this disease it's something. It's not a part of me, but it's there, and I want to get better.
Well, what about? I've never seen anybody cure from what I've got.
Well, that's a negative outlook on life, and having that kind of outlook on this particular condition that you're presenting with. Yeah, you're going to have that for the rest of your life because you're not having that attitude saying, you know what, yes, I can get better. I will get better. You've got to be positive, optimistic.
So you see in your practice a lot of people with conditions that they don't believe that they can get better from actually have success.
That's correct. If we address the root cause of these diseases, if they work alongside with me, follow the instructions I prescribe, I see people get better. First, their symptoms reduce, and then their blood works reduce or improve. And then next thing you know, they're not in the criteria of having that disease.
Okay then, Brad, so you've really got to change some people's belief system before you can get a result. If they believe that the bone's being pointed at them, they're going to go and die. So it must be very difficult for you to convince people that if they change the environment that they live in or the environment that they're putting into their body, the body has a chance to repair itself.
Yeah, well, we need to accept our limitations. Albert Einstein once said, once we set our limitations, we can go beyond them. So in my clinical practice, I set my limitations. I can help someone through diet, through herbs, through nutrition. If someone has psychosomatic issues where the influence of their environment, not necessarily nutritional related, but emotional aspects, I need to refer them on to a counsellor, a psychologist, someone who's trained to actually help the individual overcome this and support their overall health.
There you go. How many people are out there with a condition that they've been told there's no cure or there's no way around it, or once you get that, you're stuck with it, and they believe that? How many of those people, if they met somebody like Brad and they go, wow, I'm going to change my thought pattern because I know if I feed my body nutrition and I get better sleep and I drink good water, my body must respond to some level. I'm not talking cure of every disease, but I'm talking about improving a person's condition so that the condition they have is not painful and it's not the dread of having to get up every morning with something they would prefer not to have. Thank you for watching another one of Don's Get Your Health Back series.